If you're a digital nomad and you're still paying full taxes to your home country while traveling the world and barely living there, you're wasting your money. I'm currently in Bali, and what I notice is that it's full of digital nomads, but most of them ignore the tax implications of their lifestyle. They either overpay by staying in their home country's tax system, or they go the complete other way and pay nothing anywhere because they think they're tax exempt simply because they're on the move. Now in this video, I'm going to show you how to legally structure your life and business so you can reduce your tax burden while living anywhere in the world. And before we get into the solution, let's talk about the two massive mistakes I see nomads making every single day. The first mistake is moving abroad but staying tax resident at home, and I see this constantly with people from Western countries. They're living in Bali, running their business from there, but they're still registered in Europe, paying 30 to 50% income tax because they never properly changed their residency status. And here's the thing, physical absence from your home country alone doesn't automatically remove tax residency. You actually have to do something about it, and some people just assume if they leave, they're off the hook, and that is not how it works. The second mistake is becoming a tax resident nowhere. Some people deregister from their home country, but they never establish residency anywhere else. They just float between countries, and the problem is that many countries actually require proof of foreign tax residency when you leave. If you cannot show that, they could trigger retroactive taxation, and suddenly you owe years of back taxes plus penalties. And eventually, banks will require personal residency information and an address, which you cannot provide as you aren't registered anywhere, and many online platforms require it, like Google AdSense, Stripe or Shopify. Plus, without tax residency, it's easier to get in a trap of double taxation if you make a mistake. So here's what we're going to cover today. There are 3 layers to your digital nomad setup. Personal tax residency, where you pay taxes as a person, the business structure, the company you will operate from and the infrastructure, and the physical lifestyle, where you will spend your time. And most people think that all of these have to be in the same country, but they don't, and this is the core concept that changes everything. Your personal tax residency is where you officially pay taxes as an individual. This determines which country's tax rules apply to you personally. The key here is that you want this to be in a low tax or zero tax jurisdiction that gives you a proper tax residency certificate. This certificate is your shield, it's what you can show to your home country to prove you're actually registered somewhere else and to get access to proper banking. Then your company is a different entity to yourself as a person. This should be a tax-neutral engine with good business infrastructure and banking. You want a jurisdiction that doesn't tax foreign-sourced income, has solid banking relationships, and gives you access to payment processors like Stripe and PayPal. The goal is zero or minimal corporate tax while maintaining professional credibility. For the physical lifestyle, this is simply where you choose to spend your time. You can live in Bali, travel through South America, spend time in Thailand, whatever you want. The key is managing your time so you don't accidentally trigger tax residencies in high-tax countries. Most countries use the 6 months a year rule, but some have additional triggers I'll also cover. When you separate these layers, you get incredible flexibility. You can, for example, have a Hong Kong company for business, your tax residency in Indonesia, and spend most of your time in Bali or other Southeast Asian countries. Each layer will serve a specific purpose. You can optimize each one independently. This is how you legally pay zero taxes while living wherever you want. One of the first places that probably comes to mind when talking about tax optimization is Dubai or the UAE. And the reason for that is because Dubai is the only place where all 3 layers align perfectly. You get zero personal income tax, you can set up a business with low corporate tax, and you only need to spend 90 days per year there to maintain everything. For your business layer, you can set up a UAE free zone company, and under the new rules, you pay 0% corporate tax on income under $100,000, with no dividend tax and no capital gains tax. And the UAE is known for having incredible banking infrastructure as well. For your personal layer, you get a 2-year residency permit through your company. This gives you official UAE tax residency, which gives you 0% taxes on the personal level also. For your lifestyle layer, you only need 90 days of physical presence per year to maintain your tax residency status. And Dubai is a safe, nomad-friendly place with thousands of like-minded people as well. And you can spend the other 275 days per year anywhere in the world as long as you don't trigger tax residency elsewhere. So Dubai is the place where all these layers are combined, which is why it's so popular. And I'm currently in the process of setting up my own Dubai company as well, using GenZone. They handle the entire structure end to end, which makes the setup straightforward and compliant. With the right partner, the UAE is a very credible and efficient jurisdiction. If you'd like to know more about the Dubai setup, I will leave a link to GenZone in the description for where you can book a free 45-minute call to see whether both Dubai and GenZone is the right fit for you. This setup tackles both your business layer with 0% corporate tax with the qualifying thresholds and your personal residency layer, giving you 0% personal income tax as well. Now, perhaps you don't want to spend 3 months a year in Dubai. Maybe you fell in love with Bali and want to spend most of your time there. Now you can also decide to get personal residency in Indonesia. You can get Indonesia's new remote worker visa. This is the 2026 KITAS that is specifically designed for digital nomads. This allows you to live in Indonesia and for the first 4 years operate under what's called a territorial tax system. This means you're only taxed on income that is sourced within Indonesia, and as a digital nomad, you're most likely making your money from outside the country, so you can qualify for this. And this is the power of countries with territorial tax systems. These countries only tax you on money made within its borders, for example when you're running a local shop. More countries with this system include Paraguay, Panama, Malaysia and Georgia. When you are a tax resident in these places, they won't tax your income as long as it doesn't enter the country. So for a perfect setup here, you can also take the business and personal layer apart and set this up in different countries. And this is actually a very common practice. One structure frequently used by digital entrepreneurs is having their personal residency in Indonesia, for example Bali, and a company structure in Hong Kong. This works as also Hong Kong taxes companies on territorial income. This means only profits sourced from inside Hong Kong are taxable. Now let's say you're a German fitness coach living in Bali, serving clients in the US and Europe. You invoice them and get paid through your Hong Kong company. Because the earnings are made outside of Hong Kong, you qualify for the offshore tax exemption, so you pay 0% tax on the business side. From Indonesia's perspective, if you are a tax resident there, your income is earned from outside Indonesia and the funds remain outside Indonesia, like retained in Hong Kong, then under Indonesia's territorial tax system, foreign sourced income is not going to be taxed during the applicable period. And this exact structure is really popular, and I work with a couple nomads operating using this method. On the business side, Hong Kong offers strong banking infrastructure, reliable access to international payment providers, high global credibility, and foreigners can fully own a Hong Kong company. At the same time, Indonesia provides lifestyle advantages and under the correct setup can complement a territorial business structure. If you're considering a Hong Kong company, I recommend the #1 service provider Osome. They specialize in helping digital entrepreneurs and foreigners incorporate in Hong Kong remotely. They handle the company formation, the ongoing compliance, and the annual accounting and audits. Down below you can schedule a call with Osome as well if you'd like to know more information about this business structure. Following this setup to be safe on taxes, the general rule is never spend more than 6 months in any country where you don't want to pay taxes. But be careful, some countries have lower thresholds. So if you're a tax resident in the UAE with a Dubai company and you stay there 3 months per year, then just don't live the remaining 9 months in, for example, Thailand, because then also Thailand can claim you as a tax resident. And also Germany or other Western countries in Europe can claim you as a tax resident with just 4 months if they think Germany is still your main home based on your financial and family ties. So let me give you a practical example what you can do. You can spend January through March in Dubai maintaining your 90-day tax residency. April to September in Bali on tourist visas, staying under the 6-month limit, October in Thailand, November in Vietnam, and then December back in Dubai. You're living an incredible lifestyle while staying completely compliant. Let's also cover exiting your home country's tax system. You have to actively become a non-resident in your home country. It is not automatic when you leave. For many countries, you'll need to show proof of your new tax residency, evidence that you moved your financial center of life, and sometimes proof that you don't maintain a permanent home in your old country. The exact requirements vary, but the principle is the same. Proof you genuinely moved your life elsewhere. Without this, your old country can claim you never left. This is why having a proper tax residency certificate is so important. Whether it's from the UAE or Indonesia, you need official proof that you're paying taxes somewhere else. Let me share a real example of my friend living in Dubai. He says I start my year in Dubai, has a Dubai free zone company and is a resident of the UAE. He stays there from January until March to keep his tax residency certificate active and satisfy the 90-day rule. That is his base camp, where his banking is, where the legal address is, and where he's an official resident at 0% tax. After Dubai, he heads to Bali for about 4 months as a tourist. Then a couple months in Thailand, and in both countries not triggering any tax obligations. He usually heads back to the Netherlands for a few weeks to see his family, also there visiting as a tourist. He doesn't rely on long-term apartments, he simply stays with his parents, and he generally makes sure that he doesn't stay more than 3 months a year back in the Netherlands. So in the eyes of the Dutch tax office, he is just a visitor, making sure his center of life is clearly in Dubai and not in the Netherlands. Okay, so here's what we built. 3 separate layers that work perfectly together. Your tax residency in a low tax jurisdiction like the UAE, Paraguay, Thailand or Indonesia. Your business structure in a tax efficient jurisdiction like a UAE free zone company or a Hong Kong company. And then your lifestyle wherever you want to be, managed carefully to avoid triggering additional tax obligations. Now for both the Dubai setup and the Hong Kong company setup, I've already created fully dedicated videos for those on my channel, and I'll leave the links down below. If you want a deeper breakdown of the cost, the formation process, the requirements, and who each structure is actually suitable for, you can watch those detailed guides. If you want help implementing either structure properly, again for Dubai I recommend GenZone, one of the leading UAE business setup agencies, and for Hong Kong I recommend Osome for remote incorporation and ongoing compliance. If you're unsure which structure fits your specific situation, you can also book a strategy call with me directly. If this video helped you out, please leave a like and I'll see you next time.